30,000 feet outlook of this flow chart. Now we'll go with one by one. Project sponsor. I use the word project sponsor, correct? Project sponsor or the project owner is accountable for the development and maintenance of the project business case document throughout the life cycle of the project. Project manager is not owning the business case document. Project business case document is owned by the owner of the project, which is nothing but project sponsor. PM role, project manager role, is to ensure the project management approaches which are followed in companies since long, or maybe followed in the industry, not in your own company, are captured in business document. But again, business case document ownership is with project sponsor. Now we will take up the points starting from need assessment. These are the pre-project work, correct? That's why in the beginning I gave you the example of flyover so that these terminologies can flow easily and they can be understandable very easily. So what is a need assessment, requirement assessment? What is that? Understanding business goals and objectives, issues and opportunities, and recommending proposal to address them. Very clear by definition. Understanding business goals and objectives, issues, and opportunities, and recommending proposal to address them. Simple and straight. The result of need assessment is summarized in business case document. Why the requirement exists, correct? That need to be discussed in the case of need assessment when we are doing it. And the result of this need assessment need to be summarized in the business case document, which is the first document being developed for establishing that a business possibility exists. And what is the project business case now? Let's understand this. Identify business needs. What is the identification of business need? What is prompting the need for action? What is the reason for this? It should not happen that the requirement is very temporary because of a special carnival is happening on this street. That's why there's a traffic jam over there. And once this carnival is over in a month's time, that density of traffic will reduce by 30% or maybe by 70%. So what is prompting the need for action? Evaluation. That means the traffic jam. Business is a problem or an opportunity? Is it an opportunity? Or there's a problem? During the COVID case, There are two industries which flourished very high. COVID was a problem for the world, but this was an opportunity for IT industries and medical health industry. The COVID kind of thing should never come and should never come on the earth. For humanity, is not good. But if you look from the business case point of view, to make the life smoother, to make the communication easy and continuously without an interruption, voice communication, data communication, face-to-face solution in place of face-to-face meetings, in-person meeting was required. And accordingly, IT infrastructure was developed across the globe. Medical industry, definitely the human life was at threat. So huge infrastructure, medical consumables, medicines were required across the globe. So this was an opportunity. So at that time, expansion was required for these two industries. So again, I'm going back to the basics, whether this business is a problem or an opportunity. So you are getting, your business is getting a threat. So you should you identify a need. What is the threat? Your competitor is making the better product than you. So your current business is a problem, is having a problem. So you have to work on the problem. You have to improvise your products. You have to improvise your processes. So the business needs is arising from a problem or an opportunity. The business case document is basis to measure success and progress throughout the project life cycle by comparing the results with the objective and the identified success criteria. This is very important. In business case document, we don't only record what is required to be done. We write our success criteria also in the business case document. That means the production should never drop below 70%. Sales are assumed to be minimum 60% average, annual average of the production capacity. So you write down a success criteria. And why 60% sales minimum required? Because if you don't produce, if you don't sell 50% product, or if your plant do not work more than 50%, you don't get even a break even. So you have to build your profit margins, and that profit margin will be coming from business benefit management plan. We'll see which. So that's why success criteria has to be developed and should be kept crystal clear. Success criteria should be the part of your business case document. And the most important thing, you will have to keep checking that still you are meeting the objective or not. What objectives and what goals you have set. Are you meeting them or not? So business case document is an explanation, a life cycle check on what you are doing. And it gives you a mandate to be in the business or to get out of the business or to do more projects, to do more efforts for upcoming opportunities. So the business case document is your advisor to remain in the business as is, withdraw from the business, or to take a big step, take a big jump in the business in future. So business case document is an advisor for the business. Identification of stakeholders. I'm talking of now business case document only. All the stakeholders are identified. Scope is defined. compliance to organizational strategy, goals, and objectives. Compliance statement. What is required as a compliance? What is defined as a compliance? What are the risks? What are the success factors? What are the decision criteria? And the most important is where we are today, existing capabilities of the organizations. So these are identified clearly in the business case. Next is criteria for analysis, which is very important because you have to keep analyzing your business model throughout the life cycle till the time you are in the business. And this analysis criteria will always give you an opportunity to identify a problem or an opportunity. And the criteria for analysis will be moving around mainly around the three words: required, desired, or optional. So required means required, either to make the problem-free business or to address the opportunity of growth. Desired could be fulfilled to address the problem or opportunity. So this is the case which comes at a lesser priority as compared to required. Third is optional. So it is optional. You want to do it, you can do it. If you don't want to do it right now, still it's okay. And what could be their options? Okay, these are the criteria for analysis. Something is required, something is desired, or some third option is, the third one is the optional criteria. But what could be the business models coming out? What are the business cases will be coming out? So there are again three scenarios, three cases. You don't do anything, keep doing what you're doing, business as usual. Second is do the minimum possible to address the problem opportunity or to be in the business. Third is do more than the minimum. Step out. And you do this because you are addressing a big problem or you are looking for a good growth jump. So always we have three options three options as a solution. Three options to address the solution of a problem or an opportunity. Do nothing, business as usual. Do minimum, just do as much as possible, which is at this point of time sufficient to address the problem and opportunity. But this could not be a long-lasting solution. Do more than the minimum. This will be with the long-term objectives. Means you are trying to approach root cause solutions.